Good morning. I am Associate Pastor Dr. LaCara Foster, and I am here to give the morning announcements. But before I do, I tell you guys every Sunday, if you look for God in everything, I know that's right. If you look for God in everything, you'll find God in everything. So at the start of the summer, my dad, he ate a piece of watermelon, and he had a couple of seeds left over. So he decided in June that he was going to plant these watermelon seeds. So he planted the watermelon seeds in the yard. Now this summer was one of the hottest on record in New Orleans. And not only were temperatures in the very high 90s and 100s every single day, there was also no rain. There was no rain. So 30 days passed, nothing happened. And the grass was like hay in the backyard, right? A little bit of green patches and some hay. 60 days passed, nothing happened. By this time, they came to Atlanta to visit, and he said, when I get back, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna pull it all up because nothing's happening. So he got home, and he goes to the yard. He said, and there's one watermelon, and it's about this big. It's about this big. He said, something told him, leave it alone and just watch what's gonna happen. So another about 30 days passed, and I get a picture. My mother sends a picture to the group chat, and my father's standing there. He has on a pair of overalls. Now, he ain't never had a pair of overalls in his life. And he's standing in the backyard, and he has on some overalls. And he calls me, and he says, when you get home, I'm going to start charging about $1 so y'all can come and tour my farm. I said, you mean the backyard? He said, don't be disrespectful. He said, I said it's my farm. I said, well, Daddy, how many seeds did you plant? He said, I planted 7. He said, but look at the picture. You see all of those little red flags around me? I said, Daddy, how many watermelon do you have now? He said, 25. Y'all remember last week when the speaker said, I get it, I get it, I get it. She said, I get it, I get it, I get it. I said, okay, see, in this season, God is doing divine math. And what I have figured out, God is God. Whatever you have, right? Listen to me. Whatever you have, God will add to it. But whatever you give, God will multiply it. I'm going to say it again because some of y'all missed it. Whatever you have, God's going to add to it. But whatever you give, God's going to multiply it. God is in the business of multiplication. And so when First G was up here, he said, we started with 12 people. Bishop had a vision. He could have kept that vision to himself, but he gave that vision to God. And if you look around, you can see the multiplication, y'all. We are looking at divine math right now, y'all. So whatever you give God this season, God's going to multiply it. If you give God your money, God's going to multiply it. If you say, God, I only got a little bit of time, but you give it to God, God's going to multiply it. If you say, God, I'm a little tired and I ain't got much effort, give it to God and God's going to multiply it. We're in a season of multiplication, y'all. Trust me. I wish I had a picture of my daddy watermelons, but I'll post it on the vision site for y'all.